She's making her film debut, and even bigger than that, she's making her debut on this show.
Yes.
Please welcome the insanely talented comedian, writer, and actress, Amy Schumer.
What's up, baby? How are you? Good. I'm better now.
How much everybody loves you. Everybody loves you.
I love everybody.
We have so many mutual friends in common, and this is our first time meeting.
It lets me know that you're a troublemaker.
I am a troublemaker.
Yeah, you're bad news.
Yeah, you too.
I know.
Right on, girl.
Bam.
Yeah.
And you're bad news.
Why?
I just saw Magic Mike.
Oh.
What?
Don't do that.
I saw it at the Magic Johnson Theater in Harlem. We were all out of our seats screaming. We're going, is that Michael? Everybody was freaking out. Did you guys see him in the movie? You're so hot.
Well, let me tell you right now, I saw it and I was like, is that Michael?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It was all CGI.
All CGI.
CGI.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Now, listen, I've got to, here's the thing about you. It seems like from our perspective, you are this big overnight sensation, right? You are huge. There's nobody bigger than you right now.
Can we maybe rephrase?
No.
It's just, I'm sitting next to you, like, your waist. Can I touch your waist?
No,
like, can I just
I don't have a waist. By the way,
what?
I don't have a waist. This is an umbrella about to
Can
open.
I stand behind you? I want to see how many of you.
No, I want No, see, you're making yourself big. No, you're right. You don't have to. No, what I mean is you are the hottest sensation in the universe right now. But you've been at it for a while.
11 years.
11 years you've been at it.
11 years I've been on the road telling dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Getting paid in pizza, obviously. And, but yeah, I know, I've been called the fastest rising comedian for like a decade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But is it, but now that is it hard to be anonymous now that everybody knows who you are?
It's still pretty easy. I look so gross all day. Like, I just walk around, like, looking like Nell. Like, I have no makeup. People are like, oh, cool, like, a homeless woman is in our neighborhood. And I've only gotten paparazzi twice. Once, I think they just, like, thought I was Adele. Like, they were just confused, They're like asking me about my music. I'm like, I don't have music. Like, what are you talking about? And so it's not too bad, yeah. But,
do you feel like, are a lot of women coming up to you and saying, oh, you're my best friend, or you're like my best friend, or you're just like my best friend?
Totally.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they come up and they feel like they already know you, and it's still very new for me.
Right.
Don't you get alarmed? Like, I'll like, kind of yell, in an airport, this guy just, like, kind of grabbed me, and I was like, oh! And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, we just had this weird...
You're always surprised at, like, how strong people that really like you are, right?
Right,
They can sweep you right off your feet.
Exactly. Well, no, actually, they can't do that with me. But,
Yes, they can.
I tell you right now.
They, like, nudge me, and I barely move. They're like, wow, she is a linebacker.
I can sweep you off your feet.
Oh, I know you can. Don't start.
We got a little commercial break. We got a little commercial break. During this commercial break, I may have to sweep Amy off her feet. But when we come back, we're going to talk about the worst date you've ever been on. So we'll be right back with Amy Schumer, everybody.
That was crazy.
Oh.
Well, we just all got our exercise.
I still have an Altoid.
Oh my gosh, do you want a tissue or you spit it? Did you spit it? It's great.
I feel so at home here.
I know.
You should feel at home. We do that all the time.
You guys create such a nice environment.
But we eat. Yeah, that's real,
that's
too.
Nice.
A lot
That's
of people
a real
think
balcony.
that's real.
Yeah, I love it.
But you know, we want to talk about your movie Trainwreck, okay?
Yes.
And you play a character named Amy.
Yeah.
And you suffered through horrible, horrible dates. But I'm curious, in real life, what has been the worst date you've ever been on?
Ooh, I would say I've probably been a lot of people's worst dates. But the worst date I ever went on, I went out with a guy, and he was like asking me date questions, you know. Yeah. He's like, if you could have lunch with anyone living or dead, who would it be? And I said, Mark Twain. And he said, no, it has to be somebody real. I think he thought I meant Tom Sawyer, but then, and then I had sex with him.
How was that?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It was fine. I was amazing.
I
love this interview.
We just want you to tell us more stories. Tell us something else.
Oh,
you just wrapped season 3 of Inside Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That show is huge, right? That's a huge show.
There's one guy up there, he's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't see it.
He thought he was coming to see a different show.
I know.
He heard Michael Strahan was here. He thought we were going to talk about football all day.
That was it, right?
Sorry about that.
But everybody comes on your show. Tina Fey, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to be on the show, so that must make you feel good. Everybody's clamoring to be on Inside Amy Schumer.
Yeah, everybody wants to be inside me, and I... What I've learned as someone who's now an actor is that, as you know, actors are lonely.
Yes.
And so they'll do your show because they're bored. You're like, oh, they would never. And you're like, yeah, they're just sitting at home. Like, Google it.
They're not doing anything.
Right.
You're right.
They love the opportunity to perform.
I'm also very jealous of you for another reason. You
My
are
abs?
opening for, yes, your abs, and you're opening for Madonna.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Madonna?
But not only that, it's at her request.
Yes.
So tell me, how did that go? Did she call you? She called you, and how did it go? What did she say?
Well, Chris Rock called me and was like...
Oh, me too.
Right, I know. Yeah, he's like, Madonna wants your number. I'm like, how do you have my number?
Right.
Like, this is weird. But he directed my special that's going to be on HBO. So
great.
He's now in my phone.
Yeah.
But he's like, Madonna wants you to open for her. And I thought he was joking.
Right.
And then he's like, no, she wants you to open for her. And I just was like, well, yes. Like, of course.
Yeah.
I still haven't talked to her on the phone, so it may be Chris Rock just messing with me. But
No,
I think I'll probably bomb.
I read it that you're opening for her.
Well, if you read it on the internet, then it's 100%
gotta be true.
And something else, I wonder if it's true or it's going to happen. You were a guest comedy coach on The Bachelorette.
That is correct.
And then Jennifer Lawrence has started this whole campaign about you being the next Bachelorette.
Jennifer Lawrence knows my name. Oh my God.
It's Chris Rock and so is Madonna.
But is that
So
going to
that's
happen?
the Holy Trinity.
I am very famous. I have to go.
Would you consider doing it, though?
I don't know. I think they test you for diseases before, and I probably wouldn't clear it.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all.
I'm a petri dish.
They don't.
Well, you know what? I heard that you have a problem with the franchise, and I love that. I think we have the same issue with it, but it makes me love it. Like,
yeah, no, I love it, and then I'm mad at myself.
It's like junk food.
It's junk food for your mind.
Yeah, no, it's not good for you.
It's
bad. It's toxic.
You can't.
We got to take a break. I'm still trying to get over some of your answers. I really am. Hey, we're going to talk about what Amy thinks is the perfect man when we come back. So stay right there.
It's so pretty.
We are back with Amy Schumer, star of Trainwreck, amongst other things. And you know, in this movie, you wrote and you star in this movie.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, and it's a story of commitment, a commitment-phobic woman.
Yeah, but
Which is so great.
But that's really, so you is it a?
I'm ready for this, Michael.
Is it really you? Is this story really your life? Or?
Yeah. No, this is heavily autobiographical, for sure.
No kidding.
Yeah, I am a train wreck.
Do you get nervous with your family seeing it, or no?
No, we're all cut from the same cloth. We're all oversharers.
Oh, great.
And very honest and open and forgiving and non-judgmental. We've got a good crew.
Yeah, that's good. That's important.
Yeah.
So, I'm reading now.
That was like...
You get used to it around here. You know. So you said the movie executives wanted you to get into shape.
Yeah,
what does
they were
that
like,
mean?
well, it's so funny because they want it to be your idea. So they were like, how do you want to look for the movie? And I was like, ooh, I don't know, like scarves and blazers. And they were like, no, like maybe skip a meal. And I was like, oh. And yeah, they're like, no more food for you. I'm like, don't you need that to live? They were like, that is a myth. So they got me a trainer.
Right, okay.
You know, this guy's like trains everybody.
Oh,
yeah,
train it to the stars.
Exactly. Like all the Hemsworths is. And everybody. Megan Fox, actual Foxes. And he like walked in to meet me for the first time. And I could see him kind of like assessing the dance. Like he's like looking me up and down like. And he was kind of looking at me like you would look at a burn victim, like to try and be brave for them, you know? Like he was like, oh, like I can see there's a person under there somewhere, just, you know. And then he's like, okay, so how many drinks do you have in a week? You know how like doctors will give you a questionnaire?
Yes. I always lie about that.
I always lie, but that day I was like, what if just for the heck of it, I'm honest? So I was like 36. And he was like, no, alcohol. And I was like, no, alcohol, yeah. And he's like, walk me through what you eat in a day. And then he stopped me at noon. Like at noon, he's like, I've heard enough, yeah. And then I got my new meal plan, which was like a smoothie for breakfast. And then like for lunch, you journal about that smoothie. And then, like there's no food. Like that's the Hollywood secret. Don't put food in your dumb mouth. Like that's it. That's it. So I'm proud to say though I did lose 3 pounds. I thank you. You can have it all.
Incredible. Is that leather too?
Oh
yeah.
Narciso Rodriguez.
Oh, I love Narciso.
Now, we got to take a look at a clip. Man, this clip, you're expressing reservations about your new boyfriend to your sister.
Yes.
So let's check out Amy Schumer in Trainwreck.
You're right. You don't want best sex that you've ever had guy.
No, you want to stay with the best you've ever had guy.
No, you don't. That's a creepy guy. You don't want to be with that guy. Best sex that you've ever had guy is in jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've been thinking about maybe reaching out to him.
Just so you know.
Thank you for telling me that.
Just so you
We have
know.
a sidebar going on, but the movie is Trainwreck. It's in theaters this Friday. Make sure you check it out. It's super talented and funny. Amy Schumer, everybody.